Oh. Welcome back to the big game. Tonight is draft night for Big Game 8, and we have got two captains this year. For the red team, we have Joseph Pirabon. And for the blue team, we have Mr. Edward Winter. Tonight is a very historic occasion, as always, so many young prospects get their name called out, ready to take their stage in the world, the global game. Isn't that right, Ben?
I'm a young prospect.
Yes, Ben's very young.
I'm 43.
Oh. Anyway, we're going to jump into some interviews because, there are many people at home, hundreds of you watching this right now, ready to see what's going to happen and ready to see where your name's going to be called out. We're also looking for a 24th player, so if that fits you, please send your resume for you to biggame@gmail.com. Thank you. Joseph, we're going to start with you.
Okay, sir.
It's been a long time coming for you being captain. Isn't that right?
It's been many, many games. Oh, okay. Great start. Great start.
So, you're obviously taking the lead this big game. You tell us about a bit of your big game history, the role you've played in the past games, the captains you've been serving under.
We've had some dynamic roles in the past. A lot of attacking, a lot of defending, a lot of everything else.
Yeah.
I've served under some excellent captains, some of the best the big game has ever seen, and will probably ever see.
True. True.
So it's going to be special to lead my own team.
Amazing. And is there a specific vision that you have for your team tonight, without giving too much away to obviously this man right here?
No comment.
Okay. Now, Joseph, the position for you this game, obviously, it's a bit of an uncertainty because you've played striker in the past, you've played midfield, and you've also played centre back.
That's right.
Much to my frustration last game.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere we can expect to see you this game? And are you going to be that goal-scoring midfielder we saw in the last one?
Look, I wish I could give you the answers you want, but I can't.
I understand. Well, thank you.
So we're going to have to guess.
And pick one tonight. Any hints to who that might be?
No.
Okay, cool. So this man over here, Edward Winter.
Hello.
You've just driven a fair way from Balaclava to be here. So that's a huge effort in
Hey,
itself.
look, it just shows the passion that's there, you know? So, good to be here.
Are we looking for a similar vibe in your team, the passion?
Oh, absolutely. My 3 goals are passion, vibes, and passion.
Yes, very nice. So you have played every big game?
I believe so,
Up
yep.
to date, you're third highest goal scorer in history behind the man down here and he who shall not be named. Is that going to continue in this game? Are you going to play yourself forward?
I'm amongst royalty when it comes to the top goal scorers.
Yes.
And I'm honoured to be there. I just hope that I can push my way up those ranks. That's all I'll say for that.
Yes, very nice. So you hold picks 2 and 3 tonight. Obviously,
I do.
the snake order leaves you with picks 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9 inside the top 10.
Yes.
What are we looking for here? What's the game plan? What's the strategy?
Without giving much away, strategy is variation of players. I don't want an unbalanced team in terms of defence or attack.
Yes.
So early on, I want to get a good spread across the pitch.
Amazing. Any names that you can throw out there in contention for those
Hey,
first
look,
couple?
There's some people I have in mind, and you'll just have to wait and see.
I see. Actually, boys, I want to discuss with you both quickly. A hot topic in the past has been the goalkeeping situation. You know, early on we had Mitch Raw taken pick 3, quite high in the big game 2, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was taken pick 2, and that proved to be quite a valuable move at the time. But now recently we've had a younger keeper come through the system, in Callum Hillier, who actually hasn't lost a game yet. At what point do you take the first keeper? Where does Callum or Mitch's value lie for you?
I can't reveal that.
Tell me your whole draft order right now.
Leak it, please.
I can't give you any information, actually, regarding my picks, so...
That's fair enough. Eddie, care to comment?
Yeah, he'll be picked, no. He is a valuable prospect, Callum. He's shown himself to be a weapon between the sticks. So he's up there in terms of my priorities.
Ben, we'll actually cross over to you right now. The Youth Academy that you've been watching very closely. You know, we've had Callum Hillier, David Wright, Cody Batchelor as of recent, now formerly retired, Fraser Weston, Cam Coggins. Am I forgetting someone?
Probably.
Hamish Ridgway.
Hamish Ridgway's up there.
Like they're coming for our spots in the big game. How do you reckon us older people fight off the younger generation and maintain our spots?
We don't. We're finished.
Senior citizens.
Ben, you know, there's been a lot of talk about you in the big game. Obviously,
Appreciate that.
obviously, you've had quite an iconic history.
Thank you.
You're the only manager / captain won twice.
Who did I beat?
Did Chris? And you am also known to have left a game like right as the whistle went because you just didn't have the dog in you.
We want to talk about dogs, right?
Where do you see yourself getting picked tonight? What pick range? Obviously, there's 23 picks in the draft.
24.
I love the prediction.
Thank you, Ben.
Love Ben.
Well, Cross, do you have any comment for that?
No comment.
Okay. Ben, tell us about your weekend plans. What are you getting up to this weekend?
Going to Perth. Going to the Elimination Chamber. Let's go Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Whoever loses this big game is also being sent to the Elimination Chamber. Now we'll cross over to this side of the table. I don't really have to introduce who this is. Mr. Dan Axon. Obviously, you know, the number one pick pops up immediately. I've got Dan as of recent years. What do you have to say about you and Sean Baraka's just historic battle across the years?
It's been a great battle. It truly has been. You know, over the years, you know, he's had his wins against me. You know, especially early on when we were young pups. You know, he was a better player than me. I'll be honest with you, 100%. I think I've bridged that gap in our past 18 years. So yeah, I think he's obviously a great competitor. Wants to win.
Yeah.
But so do I. So it's been great battling with him every game. Played with him last game. Got a victory. So we can win together.
I'm well aware you won.
100%. We had a great win. I just want to break down that win a little bit more.
No, so we're going to cross over to no, very respectful, Dan. Now, obviously, you know, as I said, pick one pops up. It's, you know, your name is immediately in the mix. What would it mean to you to play under this man as a captain potentially?
Oh, look, Joseph and I have gone way back. You know, I'd be honoured if he decided to take me number one. You know, Joseph and I, you know, since reception, you know, knowing each other. You know, been battling together on
Down in the trenches.
The courts. You know, kicking basketballs at primary schoolers' heads.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
we've been through it all.
Yeah.
So if I would trust him 100% if he picked me number one. But you know, I'll trust his vision 100%. But also, I think Eddie's a very good captain as well. So we'll have to wait and see.
Just crossing to you quickly. There's never
I have a name.
There's never been a trade for picks in the draft before. Is there going to be a play in the next maybe 60 seconds to try and trade for that number one pick?
Well, I think that's a cheap way of trying to manipulate things. So I'm going to play it by the book, and I know Joseph is a respectable man, and he will also play it by the book. Having said that, after the game, there may be some offers on the table.
Very nice. Speaking of potential number one picks, Chris Gould. You have, unfortunately, you've been in the captain's seat before in a draft night.
Let's not talk about that.
What goes through your head in the planning process, or when you're sitting here right now about to select your team? What are you feeling? What are you looking for?
Well, when I did it, I was guessing. Then I let Sean pick most of my picks.
So no Sean here tonight, so you can't do that,
I'm
unfortunately.
not captain.
Surprise!
Amazing. So we might. How about we get stuck into things, boys? What do you say?
I'm ready.
Why not?
Are you ready?
No, but let's do it.
Okay. So how things are going to work tonight is we're going to do picks 1 to 10 as our first round, and we'll also have picks 11 to 20 as the second, and then finishing off with up to pick 23 as the third round. Joseph and I will be announcing the picks. Joseph and Eddie will send through their picks to me. In the bands that they have 2 picks, they'll send me 2 names. We'll read those out, and we'll be good to go. So, without further ado, let's draft. You have 60 seconds on the clock, Joseph.
Okay.
You just text me when you're ready.
Can we announce it?
I think we can. There's been a trade. No.
What are you on? I was about to freak out.
With the first pick in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Pirabon selects D. Axon.
What a
So-
shocking number
you know, obviously not a surprise to many.
No,
How are we feeling now? Now that it's official, you two are teaming up for Big Game 8 once again.
I feel absolutely ecstatic. It's going to be electric.
Dan, any thoughts?
Oh, like I said, I had thoughts. Joseph and I have had some discussions, you know, about teaming up together. And
Once again,
you know, like Joseph, Joseph and I, we need to be together as much as possible. Don't know how many games we've got left, so we need to make sure we play together as many games as possible. So I'm happy to go number one as well.
Amazing.
You know.
Edward,
Yes, that's me.
obviously, is that a surprise to you?
Not at all.
Okay.
He's a quality footballer, and Joseph would be stupid not to select him.
All right, is your picks through?
Yep.
All right. With pick 2 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects S. Baraka.
Where are my applause?
So give him some.
The disrespect.
So obviously, you know, that's probably the obvious number 2. Maybe like recently there's been a few debates about there's a few other prospects who could push up that into that second pick, but
Yeah.
Sean's proven that he just pops up when you need him most.
That's it. I think clutch would be a definition of that player. I've played alongside him many a time and just too consistent not to choose.
Yes, awesome. Third pick. With pick 3 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter again selects H. Ridgway. So you've gone for a Ridgway brother,
I have.
2 very top 10 likely picks.
Yes.
You've opted for Hamish,
Yes.
ahead of the likes of Callum Hillier, Tobin Dolman, Sam Bates,
Hey,
a
look,
couple of those guys.
There's plenty of quality players still out there. I know I'll nab up some of them. I just had to have that midfield on lock.
And Hamish has proven to be one of the top midfielders, and he's proven it time and time again.
Yeah.
Obviously, had a bit of a quieter game last one, but you know he's done it before, and you'd assume he's going to do it again this game.
The work ethic is there, and I just knew that would be the 2 players that we've had in their team already, so I got to lock the midfield down.
Yeah, awesome. Let's move on to the 4th pick, shall we?
This one's interesting.
this one.
Yeah, just the one. And before I announce that pick, I'll speak to you guys once you send that through. Before I announce it, I just want to get your thoughts on Eddie's draft haul so far.
I think it's a good, very good one. I think, I think Sean, obviously, I think number 2 pick. Not much surprises there. And then Hamish as well, the obvious top 5 pick. So like 2 good, like Sean can play, you know, he can play midfield. He can play centre back if you want him to as well, and he can play up front. Hamish, great DM, has been fair. He had a quiet game last game, but I mean, I expect him to play good this one. So I can't like those picks are not bad picks at all.
2 very strong contenders.
Chris, Ben, your thoughts on the draft so far? The first 3 picks are in. Great. Awesome. Thanks, boys.
Nice.
With pick 4 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Pirabon selects T. Dolman. This man is potentially the informed player of the big game as of late.
Yes.
He's had a real purple patch these last 2 games. He's scored 4 goals in the last 2 games.
Goal machine.
He runs everywhere. He doesn't stop running. He just seems to pop up at the right times. What's the thinking behind Tobin?
He's just one of the most versatile players we have in the big game. It's an absolute machine, that guy. So I'm very happy with that.
Great choice. Dan, teaming up with Tobin once again.
100%. I mean, I went up against him last game, and you know, he scored 2 goals against us, and you know, Felix scores 2 goals. It might have been an easy game for us, and I didn't have to stress as much in that 4th quarter about holding on.
Big fight.
So yeah, of course, Tobin, what a player, runs all day.
All right, pick is in. With pick 5 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects C. Hillier. Eddie, you swooped on the keeper?
I have. Just looking at the numbers of the draft, Joseph with 2 picks in a row next. I figured Joseph might not let him go, so I had to nab him up.
Not very nice, very nice. Obviously, Callum's off the board.
Yes.
Keeper situation gives you basically an option. It depends if you take that option later on.
We will have to see.
All right. Let's look at picks 6 and 7. All right. With pick 6 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Pirabon selects S. Bates.
Expected.
So Jozzy, you've snapped up probably the best centre back overall in the big game. He's an iconic player to say the least. Has his moments. Has his.
It's a sad
You know, he tends to do all the right things, but occasionally there's just that there's that one little shot or that one little pass that just keeps you on your toes, makes it entertaining.
Look, we need those moments. We need that.
Yeah.
And Sam is just an absolute vital part of my team and my philosophy. So yeah.
Does he have permission to shoot this game from 30 yards out?
he will at some points have permission.
Amazing. All right, pick 7. With pick 7 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Pirabon selects Jay Peak. So
That's fair.
you've gone for the Mad Dog. He's soared up the draft rankings lately.
Yes.
In the past he's been a later 10, 11, 12, but now he's been 4. Now he's locked in at 7. What's the thinking behind Jacob? Because obviously you had Jackson Ridgway in the mix. You had Adam Cookler, Jack Corbett, those type of players. You've gone for Jacob. Explain.
That guy, you said it yourself, he's just a dog. He's got that dog in him. He is him. What else can I say?
He's honestly one of the greatest players I've ever played with. He's just an animal. And
He will. I know I'm gonna get the most out of him.
100%.
So
All right. With pick 8 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects Jay Ridgway. Great pick. That's one that he's been top 3, top 5 in the past. Has slid down the rankings a bit this year. There might be a bit of a steal for you.
Hey, look, I'm just picturing my midfield at the moment. Sean holding it down creatively, and then I've got Jackson and Hamish. I think that chemistry
It's a
is
strong midfield.
pretty solid. My midfield was my priority to start, so I'm very happy with that so far.
I've taken a bite, so this might be a second.
Ben, what are we thinking so far?
Thank you.
Initial thoughts?
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty solid draft, I'd say so far. About everything I'd expected so far from each person. Calling Sam the best centre back is a bit But
Who's in the
give
mix
us your
for you?
opinion.
Who's in the mix for you?
No,
top
I agree with that. Sam's
Dan and
best.
Joseph.
That's true.
Actually,
But
that's
when
not.
we play the...
That's pretty
When
good.
we play the...
Small sample
Yeah.
size.
Yeah, it is a small sample size. We'll see this game. We'll see what happens.
Chris, numbers 1 to 8, as you predicted, as you would have thought.
I kind of forgot who went where, but
That's okay. Dan, I'll ask you.
Pull up the stream, Chris. Pull up the stream.
Good one,
Picks
maybe
1 to
here.
8, exactly how you thought, or a few surprises?
Dude, we're up to 9.
Well, I haven't read out 9 yet.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
I'd say pretty much the way I thought it would be. There was a couple that I thought might go different ways, but
The right players.
yeah, but the players, I thought the top 8 right now are the players I thought would go top 8.
Yeah.
There's a couple maybe little variations in there,
Mm.
but I knew it'd be somewhat what it was, and I'm not shocked because
Yeah.
two smart fellas over here, they know what they're doing.
Awesome. Moving on to pick 9.
Thanks, Dan.
With pick 9 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects A. Cookler. So with that one, you get your picks in. With that one, you lock in another attacker.
I
Forms a formidable partnership with you. Adam obviously has the big game history. He's
Yep.
scored a hat trick against us in Big Game 1.
We don't talk about big game one.
We do not. What are you hoping happens in this game?
Right, well, 2 reasons Adam's got to join me. One, I can just imagine that team with Adam would be absolutely unstoppable, so I had to pull one out of the mix there. But also, I've played with Adam before up front, and it's been pretty creative, so
Yeah.
keen to have him.
Awesome. And to close off the first round, we have pick 10. With pick 10 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Pirabon selects T. Ledson. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Good to be here though.
Welcome to the team, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Don't shake my hand. Don't shake
I
my
wasn't
hand.
expecting that.
Brother,
So Tom,
no, I think Joseph has some explaining to
So
do.
Joseph, you just
Top
start talking
10.
right now.
Tom. Tom,
Let's give us ears.
This guy top 10.
Yes.
All right, Tom.
There's a.
You've been picked. No,
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll,
So Tom.
I'll,
Well, I'll sort
I
of
got to
take
think
it
about
a
it.
Well, you've gone number 10.
Yeah.
Tom and I, what did you go on number 10 before? Have you gone number 10?
I've never been a top 10 pick in my life.
Where'd you go last? What was the highest you got?
I went 11.
You went 11. Right, you went 11.
I went
That's
11 or 12.
11 or 12. Alright, you went 11th. You're now 10th. Highest draft pick you've ever been.
That was coming down.
Now,
No, other way. Other way. Give me 1 second.
Joseph.
Are we still going?
Yeah, keep talking.
Yeah, okay.
Joseph,
Now,
what do you think Tom gives you in this game for you to warrant a number 10 pick? Obviously, he's never been picked there before.
that's right. yeah.
What has he shown you, or what have you thought about prior?
Look, I understand that it's a bit of a shock to some people out there.
Some people?
But I have faith that we're going to see a version of Tom in the next big game that is going to change people's minds.
I love to hear it.
And he's so versatile.
He's versatile.
Just waffling.
The yapping is crazy.
So,
Alright,
I'd like to
Joseph, let's
say,
stop lying.
I'd like to say it's an
Tom,
absolute honour.
Tom, what do you think? You've been picked there. What's the chance? What were your? Would you think you'd be picked 10?
I did not.
You did
I
not?
thought, with the draft mix, I would be around the mark. I thought, it's probably 11 to 14 for me. So to be fully honest, I expected to be on Eddie's team. Because he obviously has the most picks in that range. But, it's an honour to have the faith put in you. I feel like I've worked hard. Obviously playing footy this year, had a pre-season, so ready to rumble.
Had 2 sessions.
So yeah, I'm just super keen to get stuck into it and work hard for Team Pirabot. We will take a...
Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts, Eddie? I'd like your thoughts.
You've had a bit of a reaction then.
I did.
Unlike any you've had in the top 10.
It's true,
I must
it's
admit,
true.
You've been very. I think both captains are very calm. In a very calm exchange.
All
That one, when you heard T. Ledson come out of Tom's mouth, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I laughed.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. No, look, hey, I'm not mad that he is climbing the ranks. I think he's underrated, to be fair. However, I'm just scared of what this will do to Tom's ego. To be truthfully honest.
That is fair.
I don't want to hear next time we do a draft, oh, I'm a top 10 pick. But, good on you, buddy. I'm proud of you. I'm
appreciate
sad
it.
that I don't have him. But in the same vein, I'm so happy to play against him.
Okay, that's fair. Ben, you've seen Tom's journey throughout these games. You've been close in the inner sanctum of seeing Tom and seeing his reactions to everything. And I just want to. How are you feeling about Tom 10th pick in this draft?
I think the idea of fully fit Tom is a scary thought, and I think Joseph sees that.
Yeah.
So I think he's ahead of the game with that pick actually, and I just
Okay.
want to say congratulations.
Hey, respect to you.
I've never heard Ben be such a good
I hope you'll pick 11.
So Ben, enough joking around.
That was the worst pick I've ever seen.
All right, we're going to take maybe a 2-minute break to discuss. Just have a bit of a break because my face is bright red right now. We'll be back. Welcome back. With an eventful first round underway, went as planned up until maybe the last pick of the draft. Yes, I am yapping, but someone's got to entertain the people. Joseph, your first round haul, happy?
I'm very happy. Yeah.
As you wanted?
It's exactly how I planned in my head
Amazing.
so far.
Pick 11 coming up. Any insight? What's your approach for this next round?
Well, without revealing it, I can't say. So.
Eddie, happy? Are you happy?
But I will say, this next pick is a very special person. That's all I'll say.
Eddie, happy with your first round haul?
I am. Off camera, we were talking about the two teams are built differently. I feel they have a very strong defense at the moment, locking in yourself and Sam. But I feel as though my mid is where the strengths are, and now it's time to fill out the rest of the team.
Amazing. So, with pick 11 in the 2024 Big Game Draft to kick off the second round, Team Pirabon selects Jay Corbett. So, two centre-back options left on the table, like main, well-known centre-back options. You've opted for Jack over Josh Hillier.
Yep.
Thought process there.
Well, to be clear, I didn't go in it with it saying Jack over Josh Hillier necessarily, but Jack is he just runs for days, that guy.
Yes.
And as I said, he's just a special guy.
Very special man, isn't he?
There's something about Jack.
That Albanella, just
The connection. I know.
They live like 2 minutes away.
We're connected.
You've made great memories together driving to kick around
Yes,
and
yes.
different various events together, so it'll be special to see that partnership continue.
100%.
Eddie, was that who you expected? Pick 11.
In all honesty, no. I'd anticipated Jack in those two, but not you. So that's thrown me. Also, the fact that he has basically 3 centre backs is crazy. So I'm expecting a 5-back, which is nuts. He's poached a lot of defenders, so I'll have to see how I go there.
So you got picks 12 and 13 here.
I do. Give me some time.
I'll give you 2 minutes on the clock to
Sounds
sort of
good.
lock in, and you send me your 2 picks through. So, looking at you boys over here.
Yeah.
We've added Mr. Corbett to the mix. You've got myself, Sam, Jack now. So they're going to be 3 pillars at the back for you potentially.
Potentially. Yeah.
Obviously.
I don't want to reveal the plan just yet, but
I will say, with Eddie's reaction from these picks, you are definitely screw him over. He's not predicting these at all.
Interesting analysis, Chris.
I love the psychology.
Can you read my brain, brother? Have you ever heard of a poker face?
Now, I'm interested here that he's plotting with Ben.
Oh yeah, because you have your little party over here.
But I'm just saying, Ben's not on the team. Ben's not on the team
I'm
yet.
just sitting here.
this
I
is
haven't plotted a single thing,
Chris
mate.
has an unfiltered opinion right now.
Yes. Chris,
I'm
let's talk to
I'm just
you.
here for the vibes.
I'm gonna say all the names.
Yes.
At least something's happened.
I want to hear what you.
Chris,
what you have
I'm
to
going to say all the names. You have to say over, like reach or steal, okay? Or like higher, lower is what you would pick them, okay? Obviously, Dan, we go at 1. Sean,
Yeah.
higher or lower, or just right. Higher.
Yeah, Josh right.
Hamish,
Oh, it's 12.
Yeah, about right.
Tobin,
Lower.
Callum.
Oh, Callum. Pretty high for a keeper, but yeah. Callum's pretty good.
What's his name?
What picks
Sam.
we?
Sam.
12.
Sam.
Do I have 12, 13?
Yeah.
I rate Sam. Like, he's worked on his fitness a lot. He's a very, very fit now.
Yeah, I have to add that Sam is now pretty fit after his footy pre-season, so that's
Yeah.
also an extra bonus.
We'll take it.
All part of the plan.
Adam Cookler. No, sorry, Jacob.
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 Yeah.
I don't know much about Jacob, but I haven't seen him since like the last big game.
Yeah, no, he's been a very fit man, Jacob. He's been playing 3 nights a week indoor. He's a tank. He's a SYM favourite, as we know. And Jacob is a great player.
Awesome. We'll touch on the rest later because picks 12 and 13 are in.
Okay. No way.
With pick 12 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects Jay Hillier. Pretty obvious pick, that one. I reckon you've done the right thing
Yeah,
there.
look, I mean, they backed me into a corner with taking out 3 other centre backs. Josh Hillier or Jack were my next ones I was going for, so Josh fits in that spot pretty well.
And obviously, he's proven quality centre back in the big game. Quite
That's it.
underrated in my opinion.
Yep.
Scored a banger of a goal in the first one. Can he replicate that for you again, do you reckon?
Hey, look, as much as I want anyone to think that they can score on a game, he's got a job to do, and I'm sure he'll do it really well.
Yeah, amazing. Then moving on to pick 13.
Spiel, you got it.
Yeah, and I'm just anticipating.
Yeah,
Anticipating
don't
this
give
pick.
it away, thank you. Okay.
With pick 13 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects B. Saunders.
Clap it up! Clap it up! Clap it up!
Well, you're on board. Pick 13, Ben. That's huge.
It's
The debate of Ben or Chris. This might be the dagger.
that's okay, man.
That's a bit of a wild
That's
call.
wild.
Obviously, Chris has done his talking on the pitch, but you do your talking off the pitch a bit.
I talk on the pitch.
Chris has had the upper hand over you for many, many, many years.
Chill out, man.
You only recently
I've won one.
you only recently got your leverage above Chris, winning over him. And
Ben, how many have you
now,
won?
now you're on.
3 or 4?
Now you're in. You've been taking pick 13, Ben. What does this mean for you and your family?
You know, I
I've won the
think
big game too. That's it.
I think me being the only manager who's won 2 big games has really elevated my spot in the draft.
true.
It's an absolute honour, to be honest. I never thought I would get here.
Yeah.
Heartwarming. I'm gonna
I would like to thank Eddie Winter for this opportunity. I promise not to let you down.
Yep.
Joseph, you're a great competitor. I'm looking forward to face against you. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Does the prospect of facing Dan Axon scare you?
Well, I faced Dan once in the game that must not be spoken about. So,
Bye bye.
in all honesty, I'm excited. I'm excited for
Amazing.
the challenge. You know, I've been playing indoor for the past couple of months. At this point, shout out the boys in Dice FC.
like they're
And-
watching.
I'm I'm just happy to be here.
Amazing. Anything to say to Ben?
Yes, congratulations, Ben.
Thank you.
I'm sad it couldn't be me to give you that opportunity, but I think it'll be a good competition
Ben,
either way.
I just have a question.
The media.
Look, I don't want to dwell on the big game 4 too much, but you did. There's been some unconfirmed reports throughout the big game history of how long you played in that game. Some say 8 minutes,
Allegedly.
some say 5,
Allegedly.
some have said 20 seconds.
We will never know,
No one will really know. We will never know.
except me.
Now,
I was next to him.
Joseph will know.
But I'm not going
We
to
will.
say.
Joseph
We were
was
on the same
undisclosed.
team, it wasn't
It's
very-
confidential. You've been in that situation. You went to the mountains. You had to reconsider many things in your life to get to this moment. What have you done since big game 4?
I love
I
this.
think you deserve pick 13. What do you think you've made better since that moment?
I would just say my tactical vision. I would say, I think Big Game 5 and Big Game 7 have proved that, defeating the likes of Chris Gould and Tom Ledson.
Yeah, defeating
Cold.
me is not a big
Cold.
accomplishment.
That's cold.
I feel since Big Game 4, I feel like I've improved immensely on the football pitch. I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm more versatile. You can put me in the free roam position, and
Why'd you throw it on the
I will
floor?
absolutely smash it. I must thank my family and all that for really pushing me through. Dan, I must thank you for being my co-captain for
course.
both my games, and you really inspired me. So
Oh, thank you, sir. No, you
that's
picked me both times. You wanted me both times. And
I asked him what
great
questions
manager.
to get.
Great manager.
Alright, I'm loving this conversation. Can we get to the next pick, please?
Eddie, no, I want to ask Eddie about
I have
Ben.
not been asked about
Pick
this.
13, Ben
it's
Saunders.
his pick.
Look, it's my pick. This
Explain-
guy's like, what do you do to deserve this pick? I chose it.
Explain the importance
Hey, look.
of this pick to you.
To me, it's like I'm slowly building the defense. and he's just it's just a rock in that wall, you know.
And he's gonna make it slower.
No, Chris, $200 if you can dribble past Ben in this game.
I have
This is the real captain.
$200.
He's not even on my team.
I'm gonna take a sip.
I will pay you $200 if you can dribble past this man in the game.
Probably both play defense.
So,
Have you heard of a fullback?
Who says I'm
Like
playing?
wing back? Yeah,
He's playing
striker.
He's
dude.
playing any.
I'm
and
like-
Trent's playing the any role.
Anyways, let's click
Anyway,
that. Let's
anyway,
over it.
This next one, with pick 14 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Pirabon selects D. Wright.
Yeah.
So, the Davo pick.
The Davo pick.
He's come through quite substantially. He's shown a lot in his couple games that he's played.
Mm-hmm.
What's this pick all about for you?
He's just got the talent. He's fit. He's a hard worker, and those are the two most important things for this team. So that's what he's young. That's all we need. You know.
A bit versatile.
He's
Can
versatile.
play left back. Can play midfield.
That's right.
Can play a bit of wing if needed.
Yep. What more is there to say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ben, you've played with this guy in indoor.
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
He breaks my heart.
Mm.
He's gone to Joseph. I want to be traded.
Did you expect Davo to be taken ahead of you?
Wow. Hey Ben, if you don't want to be on my team, you'll be dropped.
Davo is an absolute machine. He's a vital part of any team. He's on realistically. I'd say he's the rock of any team.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ben, you know, you've seen Davo the last few months in indoor. You know, do you think in that moment he's improved since the last big game? Do you reckon he's getting better? Do you
Yes,
reckon
absolutely.
that consistent game time every Sunday?
Improves not only as a player but also improves as a leader.
That's a great quality, especially in big games. You know,
Exactly.
the chaos. You know, we need leaders on the pitch.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to hear that he's on my team.
Let's give me a sec, please.
Chris. All right, Chris. So you know,
Yes.
I'm been drafted. Joseph's obviously drafting. Tom's been drafted. Eddie's drafting, and Ben over here's been picked not long ago. You know, is anyone here not been drafted yet? Do you feel that's a disrespect to you?
No, I honestly I expected to go over like maybe 17, 18, maybe.
So that's where you think your range is, maybe.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, I respect that.
When it comes to European football,
Yes.
I won't disrespect it and say call it soccer.
Okay, I respect that.
As an Aussie, footy is football. But I'm not that skillful.
Okay.
I'm a lot fitter than what I was at the big game 1, big game 2. But I'm still not good. No ball skills.
Hey, look, I
Chris,
think
We can work on that.
we're having trainings every day on Team Pirabon, so we'll help you improve with that when we pick you.
Awaiting the next pick from Edward Winter.
Yep, on my way.
Chris,
Yes.
could this pick be you?
No.
Why not?
There's a couple people probably better than me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Wait, whose pick is it?
Yeah, is it his?
Yeah, I'm going 15.
No,
Just one?
At the top
Just
of
the
my
one.
head, there's someone that I
Well,
feel
do I
like
get
he
two names?
probably will be.
You get
I won't
six.
say
You
it.
get
See if
16
it is once he says
So,
it. Let's see if it's the right
Yeah.
prediction. Yeah.
All right. With pick 15 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects R. Van Eden. So Ruben's off the board. Good pick for you.
Yeah, just had to nab him up. Runner,
Yeah,
skilled, love it.
can play everywhere. It's a good pick.
We like a versatile player.
Yes. Over to you. 16, 17.
Okay. Ruben's a very good pick.
Ruben's a great pick.
Oh,
That is
well,
a very good pick.
I think we can give it away. You know that. You know, we had him in mind. You know,
We did.
We had him in
We
mind.
did.
You know,
Yeah,
he would have been probably. You probably would have picked him with one of the next 2 picks.
that's
I think.
right. I would
So
have.
it's a very good pick.
Mhm.
I rate it.
We need to take some time for this one, I'm
We
afraid.
do we need to
Yeah.
consult?
We can have a
Uh,
we can have a
quick
conversation.
consult- yeah,
we
quick.
can, you know.
60 seconds. On
He
the
thinks
clock.
he's part of the team.
So what these geezers don't know is that I'm actually rigging the whole draft. We're paying the refs, paying the linesmen, we're paying the VAR officials, and this game will be our win no matter what. So I just hope you know that this is foreshadowing.
Jacob says he loves Joseph.
Well, that was...
Hey, someone's watching, yay.
Yes, well, that was known information, and Jacob, I'm sorry to see you go, but I think you'll be at home on the other team, so I respect it. Anyways, is this what it feels like to be Tom Ledson and have to yap?
Kind of sucks.
What
Hearing
sucks?
his voice all the time.
Yeah, it's nice for a bit of a shake-up.
Nice man.
Can we
Nice
just,
use
in the meantime, let's just give Gilly the biggest shout-out ever.
Yeah.
With the dual monitors, keyboard, PC, tripod, phone, DI box, yes I know what that is, and microphone setup.
I know
It's
what that
pretty elite, and he's making this whole thing come together for our 2 concurrent viewers. Gilly's keeping it, he's locking it down. So, hey, look, we're having a good time, and the big game is going to be monumental, as it always is. I think we're going to have a fun time, and it will be lit. You want to get Tom? Have guest appearance. All right, boys, you got your picks?
I'll let them decide. I think we've got.
Let's go.
He's texting through the picks now, so.
I was considering. I could do it.
Joseph, Jacob says he loves you, don't know.
I love him. We all love Jacob Peak. I love that man.
That was a tough one. That's a tough one.
Now, you had a bit of trouble picking that one. Few names popping up here and there,
Yep.
but you've opted for your 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to read them out.
Yeah. Let's go.
Pick 16, the 2024 Big Game Draft. Team Pirabon selects F. Weston. We've gone for Fraser. Quite achiever that one in the big game. Doesn't really put a foot wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Tall, athletic, can play left back, left mid, left wing, wherever you need.
Mm-hmm.
What's the vision for Fraser here?
We need a player that can we can utilize in multiple different positions, and from what I've heard, I think that we've made the right decision in that area.
Awesome. Dan?
Yeah, I think he's, like I said, all down that left hand side. You know, he can do all of it. I think I can see him playing even in the midfield, the centre midfield. But I think he can do it. Maybe he's not done it many times, but I think he's got the ability to do that.
Got a good reach on him.
Yeah, I think these sort of picks, as you get a little bit later on, you sort of want a bit of versatility. You know, you can sort of play in multiple positions, and I think he gives us like a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I agree with the pick 100%.
Chris, what's going through your head right now?
Sorry, I wasn't.
What's
Not
going?
much, I think.
Yeah,
That's
not
your
much.
answer.
That's our answer.
I kind of spaced out.
That's okay. So we pick 17 in the 2024 Big Game Draft. Team Pirabon selects F. Neild. Fletcher off the board. Obviously, you know, he's been a slow bloomer. He really showed what he can do last game. Sort of ran everywhere, was good on the ball, surprised a lot of people. Probably the higher than many expected Fletcher to go. But what do you see for Fletcher in this team?
I think he's just a hard worker, you know, and you know he can also play a few different positions that we need, and it was a tough choice, but between a few of those players there for that pick, but it had to be done because we need that.
Yeah.
So
I think Fletcher, definitely one of the most underrated players in the big game. He just is very versatile, very quick. You know, I remember going up against him big game 6, and he gave him a bit of trouble. You know what I mean? It was hard to get past him. He gives a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and you want that in the team 100%.
Yeah.
So where he gets to now.
And then you'll have 20 and 21, and then whoever doesn't pick, whoever you don't pick.
So we both get 2 then.
Picks are in, don't show 'em.
Oh.
I didn't.
With pick 18 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Winter selects Cam Coggins.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
So you've taken Cam. You've got a front three, assuming now of you, Cam, and Adam.
Bold of you to make assumptions.
I'm just assuming.
I did have some attackers in mind, and I have received those attackers in mind. Also, I am pretty happy with that pick.
Amazing. So we'll move on to pick 19. Pick 19 in the 2024 Big Game Draft. Team Winter selects M. Raw. So you've opted for the two keepers, taking them both off the board. What is the goal here?
Well, I figured that they were going to pick Mitch in the last two picks that they had. They didn't. So I thought, snatch him up, causes them some strife because they'll probably have to take a quality player off the outside pitch into the keeps. So we'll see how that goes. We'll probably just put Jacob in there or something crazy, but you'll see how you go. And there's also a bit of weight to trade if they really want to go for a keeper. So we'll see what they're into.
Joseph?
No comment.
Fair.
Awesome.
We will see what we're into. We'll see what we're into. Yeah.
I will make a comment.
We'll see.
As-
Please.
As
Chris.
a captain that's had this happen to me before, when Ben took Mitchell from me, when it happened to me, I was kind of gutted. I had to trade Eddie for a captain, for a keeper,
Yeah.
and I got thumped that game.
Best trade in all time.
Worst trade.
It also didn't help when Eddie having a hissy fit that I drafted him.
I still can't believe that trade.
Oh,
honestly.
I can't believe I got it
I remember
away.
when.
That
I
was-
remember.
Yeah, well,
the-
who else was I going to put on keeper?
I do remember when Ben sent me a message saying that we had got Eddie. I couldn't believe it. I said that's one of the worst trades I've ever seen. Ben. We're gonna lose the game. Don't know what you're doing. And we're lucky. We're lucky that game. Somehow we won. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna quickly discuss 20 and 21. We'll just finish this draft off in this next round because after this pick,
just go
there'll be
past
3
three.
picks. We'll just
Yeah.
push through it.
Yeah.
So let's have a discussion.
Yeah, I know. Good get right.
I felt lonely in the corner.
Alright, Chris, who's the 4 left?
Jacob's spamming.
How are we feeling?
Huh?
Jacob's
Do you reckon I'll
spamming.
get you?
Captain. Oh, captain.
I
You.
feel like I'm at least top 20. Please pick me next.
If I had next pick, I'd go for you instantly. But
Yeah.
I don't, so we'll see.
Yeah. I'm also just like,
This is
do
how
I
I-
do want to play on that team
Yeah,
when they
this
have
is-
no keeper?
This is how I would order this.
Because I'm also just like, I swear to God, if they put me keeper.
Oh,
remember
true.
remember Big Game 3?
Yeah.
I
True.
played horrible in keeper.
That's wait. Oh, not Billy. This is how I would order this.
As
I would do.
Gilly in there twice, perfect.
That would be my order if I were to pick just like all 4 in order. So they're probably going to
Yeah.
pick top 2. And I don't know much any of this, but we'll see.
Let me see, Jacob.
Is he the only one commenting?
Oh, you should see the comments.
Picking him. Don't you dare pick him next.
We're picking him.
You pick him
We're
next.
picking him.
I'm gonna walk out of this house. That's it. Trade me.
All right. And to conclude our second round with pick 20 in the 2024 Big Game Draft, Team Pirabon selects E. Gill. Yeah! Come down here. Come down here. Hey, move over for it.
No, take my spot.
Hey, have a seat. Have a seat. Actually, no, sit with Joseph.
Next to your captain.
Now, this is the mastermind behind everything that you're watching tonight, Jacob Peak. Gilly, pick 20.
Wow.
End of the second round. You've made it to the
Crazy.
second round. You've been putting in work, and we can see that. Joseph, you got him.
We did. We absolutely got the key. You know, he works hard, and all our players work hard. So you fit in. You know,
We've seen 3
we've seen you on the courts. You know, with men. We've seen you tearing it up, and it's been magical to watch. So let's go.
Brilliant. It's an honour. You know, I'm ready to get out there and give it my best. You know, I think these shout out Dice FC again. Thanks, Ben.
it's great as well to be with Davo. Davo's brilliant. I'm going to get out there and, I've learned a lot over these past few months.
Bit of a reunion.
That's it,
Except
for sure.
for Ben.
Except for Ben, but, that is what that is.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get out there and I'm going to work hard for you. I can assure you that, for sure.
I'd love to hear that.
Gilly, I'd like to give you the honour of announcing the next pick, if you would like to.
Sure.
How do I do this?
So all you got to say is what I've been saying. So we pick 21 in the 2024 Big Game Draft. Team Pirabon selects. So it's
All right.
Let's go.
Pick 21 in the Big Game 2024 draft,
Yep.
Big Game 8, la.
Yeah.
Team Pirabon selects Sea Ghouls.
Yeah.
Why
Let's go.
We made it happen. I told you.
I said I'll make it.
We told you.
But I will do fine.
Oh, okay, I'm happy now.
There we go.
I'm not stressing
Dreams are
anymore.
made.
That's how we do things.
So what happens with the big game? Dreams get made here, right here in the big game. So Eddie,
Yeah.
Gilly and Chris,
I mean,
they're right here right now.
That's
They're very crucial, not just on the pitch, but
involvement.
Involvement in the game. They love that. They've got good mentality about the game.
It's true.
You've lost out on them. Is it a you really think about about taking them? A lot of them.
I mean, those two sting for sure.
Mhm.
But it's the reality of the draft. You can't get everyone you want.
Yeah.
And with the 4 remaining players,
True.
that probably would have.
Oh no, sorry.
You want to shut up?
Yep. Understood. Understood.
With the 4 remaining players, before those 2 picks were chosen, I would be going down a similar line than you boys. So you've chosen wisely. And having said that, the last 2 around are quality players, and they will contribute to my team.
And now, depends what order you want to. What order we doing?
That just means who you're picking last. I can't
Pick 23 in the 2023
Pick 23, and then you say both their names.
Big
so they
Game
don't
Draft. Team Winter selects H. Everett and T. Cleansey.
Hey, look, I just want to say, we can't all be top 10 picks like Tom here.
Unfortunately not.
But each player on that pitch brings value to the game, whether that's having to sub Ben off after 4 minutes or just having different options available. So you 2 boys might have been last in the draft, but you're definitely going to make a big contribution to the team. So
Amazing.
respect.
Well, that concludes another draft night, boys. Teams are made. March 11th, Monday evening. Be there. It's going to be a great one down at O'Sullivan's Beach. Joseph, how are you feeling? Is this the hole you wanted? Are you happy?
I'm very happy. This is all I could have planned for.
Almost to plan?
Pretty much exactly to plan.
Amazing. Eddie, happy? You've got,
Yeah,
you've got a squad together.
It's true. I think our squad has potential to do great things in this game. And realistically, any way the draft went, we'd both see 2 quality teams on the pitch. So, looking forward to the game.
Beauty of it. Chris, we didn't really interview you.
That's right.
You're with Dan again. First time since what?
Since Big Game 1,
Whoa.
since which we do not
History.
talk about.
It has been 4 years since these 2 have played together in the big
It's been
game.
a while.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you, Chris?
Oh, I'm just happy. I get to play with these guys. Known each other since we were in reception.
So cute.
Just happy to be on Dan's
Mm.
play with Dan. Dan always plays forward.
You two
I
are
play
happy.
defense. We've always been up against each other. It's just nice to see him on the other end of the pitch.
You're going to play striker. That's what I'm hearing.
Am I?
I cannot comment.
We might have to look into that.
Yeah.
Gilly, are you playing striker?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. it's good.
Well, that concludes a wonderful big game draft. A historic evening for many. History made in all aspects. There were shocks.
Tom
There
Wilson
were
picked 10.
there weren't surprises. But we were here and we lived it.
I just
So-
want to say I love Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob has been tuning
Jacob's
in.
one of the
and
best pick of the whole
he's
draft.
been
Yeah.
chatting in the chat, and we haven't
The
been
goat,
reading his
bro.
messages. So.
We love Jacob.
I want to count how many
Um,
messages he said.
So thanks for watching.
Look out for socials to see details of the event and rock up if you're a real one.
Yes, we're also looking for a 24th player. So if that's you, please let us know.
Tell Tom to pick up, says Jacob.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta call her in.
We do need a call in. We haven't had any yet.
Jess has also been talking in chat.
Who?
33 messages from Jake and Pete
33.
on the chat.
That's amazing.
Oi.
Put up the mic.
Hold up.
I've got a message.
Hold up. Say your message.
I've got a message. The blue team better be prepared to die. Because I'm going to be prepared to kill.
Yes.
Good.
I'm locking in. I'm locked all the way in, baby.
That's why we got you.
This is how I'm pulling up to the game. I'm Conor McGregson. I'm Conor McGregson.
Jacob, what are you gonna bring to this team right now? Like, what are you gonna bring?
I'm going to bring violence.
Violence.
Death and destruction to the blue team. Death and destruction to the blue team. Nobody's ankles are safe.
I'm terrified.
Nobody's ankles is safe. And I'm on the pitch.
Yes.
I've got a bionic knee. I'm indestructible, baby.
Oh boy.
They tried to take me out. Never.
Who's they? Who tried to take you out? Pete?
Who's after you?
Name names.
Ben Saunders.
Hell yeah. What do you have to say to Ben right now?
Oh, it's all love.
It's all love. Appreciate
Is
you,
he on
Jake.
our team?
I'm a changed man.
Are you on our team or not?
Nah.
Oh, you're
Unfortunately.
getting two-footed then. It's all business then. I stand on business.
And on business. Alright, my bedtime.
Look, I love you.
That's it. Solid.
Look, it had to happen. 100%. We're gonna get the biggest win the big game has ever seen.
10-0, baby.
100%.
Baraka trash.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Close now.
Any
Aggie?
ops on that team?
Nobody. Nobody. Number one, baby.
Number one.
Keep Europe on all the way, baby.
Let's go.
SYM, baby. SYM.
That's why I am, baby.
Sorry, 10-5 win.
Well, I'm gonna be wearing. Oh, inside out. Hold up.
Milano.
Oh, Milano.
Milano.
Oh,
Ronaldinho.
Joseph,
love
can I
it.
shake your hand, sir?
You can, yes.
That was a very respectable
Well
draft.
done, well done.
Looking forward to it.
This man is gonna break
All
some
right.
ankles.
Thanks for
I
calling.
couldn't not call, boys. I couldn't not call.
No, well, you had to.
You had to, yeah.
It's alright.
Big game history.
I wanted to see you face to face for this moment.
I was at work, fellas. Otherwise, I would have been there.
That's okay.
It's all
Alright.
But I'm here now. Chris Cook, Ford, Jacob Pete, we're coming for your ass.
He's on your team.
on that team.
Dude, we're teammates.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. You and me.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were coming for me.
We're coming for that ass, boy.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Prepare yourself. Hey, you better prepare yourself.
Ooh.
Oh, hell. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm exhausted watching that.
That's why we drafted it.
Yeah, I
just for
respect
that.
it. I respect
The
it.
performance.
Well,
Alright, let's wrap it up.
Yep.
We did find Uncle Toby.
Let's wrap it up then.
Time for the last one.
I thought we wrapped up. Did we not wrap it up?
No,
See ya.
that's